I'm performing the role of Arthur in the ballet, which is one of the main characters, obviously a very important character to the story. It's very exciting for this role to be created on me. It's so inspiring when François comes into the room because he has this obvious passion and love for telling stories, and I find working with him, he really brings out the character in the choreography when he's creating a ballet. So the characterisation, especially for this ballet, is really important.
In our new production of King Arthur, I play Morgana, who is the half-sister of Arthur. She's the mother of Mordred and also a priestess of Avalon. She's a very central character in the whole story and is involved in many of the different plot lines, which gives me a lot of space to be free and, I don't know, explore those different parts of her character and her personality. I think Morgana's character evolves as the story develops. I think she starts out more innocently and part of her Celtic, the scene of her being a priestess, and as it develops and she has her son who is rejected by Arthur, I think she becomes more vengeful and her character becomes a little bit more evil and manipulative as the story goes on. The story of Arthur and the unity of Britain can be a very visual thing, you know, to kind of bring people together in celebration, and to have them torn apart, that's like a very physical thing. You know, everyone's part of society and a community, and you know, when there's destruction in that, dance can make it a very physical and a very visual thing, and I think that's going to be something really spectacular to see on stage. For this version of King Arthur, I think François is using a lot of different music and to kind of set the scene of each individual event that happens. In the beginning, things are very ritualistic and tribal, so the movements are much more grounded and earthy, and then once they kind of move to the kingdom, and when the kingdom was successful, things are more extravagant and the movement is much more like royal, and so there's a very specific difference like as the ballet moves through.
I'm playing the role of Guinevere, Arthur's queen. She is loved very dearly by Arthur, but she is the lover of Lancelot. The love triangle between Arthur, Lancelot and Guinevere is perhaps the greatest in European literature. Guinevere is a passionate lover, I suppose, and one of history's true lovers. She gives in to her love for Lancelot and ultimately betrays Arthur. This betrayal brings down, or helps to bring down, the kingdom of Camelot. I'm very excited about Dan Crestani playing the role of Merlin. I've always greatly admired him as a dancer and as an actor, and I think he is going to bring a great energy and another, you know, wonderful depth to such an intense character.
The essence or idea behind Merlin in this production, I think, is quite pivotal actually, because the way François, I believe, wants him to be portrayed is the storyteller, the narrator, the connection between the story on stage and to the audience. Working with Queensland Ballet, my first time, that's an honour, a privilege to be asked to come on board for this role and for this show. The story itself, I think, is very fascinating because of its complexity and its epic nature and its relevance to human emotions and relationships. The character of Merlin, through the text, is said that he's a changeling, And so in that, he was born of evil and good. So I think the nature of him is everything and nothing. If you ask me, curious people, who in the world I am, the answer to your mortal ears may not be understood. For I am neither in nor out of your known earthy land, but born of a mystery mating, child of evil and good.